Hi everybody, and welcome to this video dedicated to the settings and properties of the Trade Manager EA. Let's begin with the settings, starting from the platform. In order to use the Expert Advisor, we need to activate certain functions. For that, we open the Tools menu, we go to Options, Expert Advisors, and we check Allow Automated Trading and Allow DLL Imports. The same options need to be active in the Expert Advisor as well, so we open its properties. We right-click, Expert Advisors, Properties. We can also directly press F7 or click on the emoji over here. By the way, if it's smiley, it means the expert is functional. If it's angry, it means we have to do what we just did through options and what I'm about to show you, which is to go to the common section of the properties and check Allow Live Trading and Allow DLL Imports. Now we move on to the Input section. In the first two fields, we type in the code and the mail address associated with the license of the product. You'll be given the code after acquiring the system. The email is going to be the one you provided when you ordered Multispread. Next, we have the profit options. Here we can specify, in monetary terms, the profit at which all the baskets, if we have more than one open, are automatically closed. By default, you'll find 10 units of the account's currency. It can be dollars, it can be euro, and so on. The next option allows you to set the overall loss at which all the baskets will be closed. Moving on, the profit parameter can be defined for each of the 10 baskets available, so you can choose what kind of monetary target to attribute to different combinations of trades based on the reliability of the signals, for example. Next, we have the break-even options, points and profit. The first determines the percentage of the preset profit of each individual basket at which break-even orders will be automatically set for all the positions of the basket. With this value, when a particular basket reaches 75% of the profit, the break-even orders will be placed for each position. The second, again in percentage terms, sets the stop profit level of each basket. With this value, if the basket makes 75% of the profit and from there, instead of going to target, goes back to 50% of the pre-established profit, the basket will be closed. Following, we've got the list of currency pairs to trade and the default type of order. Again, the symbols have to contain the same currency, in this case the dollar. The symbols also have to be exactly those used by the broker, otherwise they won't be recognized. So if the broker uses a suffix, for example, that has to be included. A dot, a number sign, or any other. You can check that out in the Market Watch. As for the default type of order, we can leave it on buy, because we're going to change that, when necessary, directly from the keys of the panel over here. The same goes for the standard size of the orders. They can be adjusted from the panel. I'll show you how to do that in just a minute. Moving on, we have the magic number. That has to be modified only if we use two Spread Trade Manager EA at the same time on the same platform. One is going to have 100, the other a different number, to avoid they'll execute the same strategy or in any other way conflict with one another. After that, we have the options to customize the graphic settings. Color of the text and font size. Here we have the coordinates to move the panel where we want it. Then we have the positioning of the text. Lastly, we have the alert settings. We can enable the email, pop-up, and push notification alerts. Now let's go to the panel and see what all the keys allow us to do. First of all, we have the trading activation command. When it's green, trading is disabled. It says right here. This prevents us from opening a basket by mistake. When we want to trade, we click on it, it becomes red, and trading is enabled. The keys with the symbols on the left are the ones we use to modify the type of order. We click on the key to move from buy to sell and vice versa. Right next to them, we have the plus and minus keys. We use them to select the size of the orders. On the right side, first of all, we have these meters. They're not keys. They show us the profits or losses of each basket. We can open up to 10 baskets. Next to them, we have the keys to close and to split the size of each single basket, as in close either 100% or 50% of the overall lot size. Lastly, we also have a command, this one over here, to close all the baskets at once. And above it, a meter that shows the total profits. Now we're going to make an example on how to open a basket. We're on H1, the main trend D1, the daily, is sell, and we're getting the signal, the crossing of the blue line over the red from below -100. And we also have 5 out of 5 suggestions here. This means we can open our basket. We go to the settings of the Trade Manager EA, right-click, Expert Advisors, Properties. First of all, we set the total profit, let's say 500 euro. We repeat that in the first basket, 500. We set the maximum loss allowed, it has to be negative, so let's say -500, 1-to-1 risk reward. We're fine with the break-even settings, and now we have to specify the type of orders and the lot sizes. We have a buy on euro-dollar, pound-dollar, and Aussie-dollar, and a sell on dollar-yen and dollar-Canadian dollar. So we have a buy here, and another one, and then we move to sell dollar-yen and US dollar-Canadian dollar. Now we set the sizes, let's say 2 mini lots per trade, 0.2, again, for all the positions. We're done with the settings. We can press OK. We enable the trading. It becomes red. Now we can open our basket. We click on Open. And as you can see, the positions have been placed. Now we're going to wait for a while and see what happens. Just a couple of hours later, our basket is already booking profits. Almost all the positions of the basket are in positive territory or turning into it. So at this point, we can either decide to take profit or wait for the oscillator to move into excess territory above 200 to close the basket and evaluate the opening of a new one. With that said, that's all for this tutorial. Good day and good trading from Pip Trend Academy.